Afternoon, sir. How are we doing this morning?
I'm good, Mr. Jose. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So I saw that you scheduled an appointment with me, in regards to career advisement. So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself, so I can know where we can get started.
All right. Right now, I'm undecided engineering, but I already know I'm doing civil engineering. You already looked at my resume a few times, which was very helpful with me getting my summer internship last year at the Hillside Mayor's office.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to see next summer what could I improve in my resume and what do I really want to do, I guess, towards civil engineering. Things that
Okay.
maybe I should add on to my resume and stuff like that.
Okay.
Any type of tips you give me to make sure maybe I get
o-
something this summer.
Okay. And and okay. So what exactly? So what ultimately are you looking for right now? Like what type of internship are you looking for right now? Like, do you know an area maybe that you're looking into?
Maybe
So.
something with either structural design,
Mm-hmm.
which is me pretty much working on computer and design something, but I don't also mind being outside and learning a bit more about project management and helping
Okay.
on the field.
Okay. So you're currently in what year?
Third year here, but sophomore by credit.
Okay. So what type of experiences have you had thus far in terms of within your major academically? So because
Courses, probably since I didn't declare my major, I couldn't take any civil courses
okay.
until next spring, which is helpful. But in high school, I already took AutoCAD and I took a few civil courses, so I know a little bit about all of that. So I guess right now I just know Calc 2 and physics, which is pretty much a big aspect of other things you do.
Okay. Based on I saw your resume several times. Now, in terms of what it is that you're looking to do ultimately, um, do you have a career plan set in? Do you have like a plan set in place up to this point?
Honestly, now, so maybe
Okay.
I could get some help with that.
All right. So let's look down from here all the way up to graduation. So right now you're looking for an internship, right?
hmm
Did you attend our previous career fair that happened a couple of weeks back in
No, I only
September?
volunteered there. I went to a career fair before that,
Okay.
but I did do the mock interviews, and I had a chance to talk with dynamic engineering a few times.
Okay.
So, and then they came back for OCI, and I was working here that
Hmm.
day, and they happened to see me. So,
Okay. So how did that experience work out for you in terms of?
um, he really likes me for my character so far and how I show that I'm willing to learn. So
Hmm.
I like that. So maybe I will look into them for next summer.
Hmm.
The problem is that commute right now. It's about an hour commute. So they're not, they're the only ones on my list, but I'm pretty sure if I get something else there, they won't be the only ones on my list.
Okay. But have you been looking in terms of different companies aside from this one that you created rapport with?
No, I should probably do that then.
Yeah. So ultimately, what you want to do in this case is definitely making sure that you expand your horizons and not just put all your eggs in one basket.
True.
So ultimately, you want to make sure that you have a plan set in place, but with multiple companies in mind, not just one. So So you have one company in mind. Are there several other companies that you're thinking about at this moment?
PSCNG.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's this local company that's in my hometown. Well, not my hometown, the town I just moved into. I might go back to where I was last summer since I'll be working with Department of Public Works
Mm-hmm.
of the town. I might go back there for that, or their building department. So those are what I have right now that I'm looking to. PSCNG really because I like PSCNG and I know people at PSCNG.
Okay. And with
PSCNG.
PSEG, PSENG, have you do you so you say you know people. So have you had the opportunity to speak with those
At a
folks?
career fair
Okay.
last, we just had fall career fair, so
Yes.
spring career fair.
Okay.
I knew a student that just graduated. He was a recruiter. So he showed me some keywords to put in my resume,
Mm-hmm.
which is something that you told me to do. There's keywords that you have to use.
Okay.
And that was helpful because he said, whenever you're ready to put your resume, I could also put in a word for you. So that's pretty helpful.
Okay. So aside from that, what were some other tips that you picked up from the career fair?
Um, Following up with you did that workshop following up with the people that you talked to.
Yes.
That one I did not know how to handle that at all.
Okay.
So now I kind of know. I haven't used it yet, but I kind of know how to figure it out a little bit without making myself sound like a stalker, so to say.
Okay. So if I could just backtrack a little bit so I can understand. You attended one of my workshops as part of my senior career development blitz series regarding following up with the employer, and you felt that it really helped you better your follow-up abilities.
Follow-up abilities. Even what was the first one you had? I don't know the name of it, but it was pretty helpful. What was the first?
The first workshop.
Yeah.
If I am not mistaken, it talked about
Do's and don'ts for the career phrase or something like that.
no, it wasn't do's and don'ts. Oh, most common resume and job interview myths.
The job interview myths one. That one was also pretty helpful. So being able to walk into an interview now, I'm not that worried anymore. And following up with them, which is probably the two main things I struggled with.
Okay. No, definitely, the different series of workshops I've designed and implemented are really catered to making sure the students are best prepared when it comes to understanding some of the aspects of the job search process.
I'm looking forward to that LinkedIn when you're having to, because I don't know how to rust up my LinkedIn.
No, absolutely, and it's really encouraging that you are continuing to utilize the resources and attend workshops that are going to be to your benefit. So it's really good that you're doing that, and I would recommend that you continue doing that throughout your time here at NGIT.
Yep.
Now let's go back. Let's switch gears and go back to your plan, right? So you got you have two companies that you already mentioned that's on your radar. What other companies do you have on your radar in terms of searching for your internship next summer?
I don't know.
Okay, so what I would recommend is definitely looking into other companies that would be on your radar in terms of what it is that they're looking to pursue long term, and at the same time trying to putting everything into one scale. So ultimately, what you will want to do is make sure that you have contact information and really looking up the current trends within your field. So you wasn't undeclared before, but now you're, if I'm not mistaken, civil engineering, correct? Okay. So what I would want to do is definitely looking at the different elements of civil engineering in terms of which direction you want to go. Do you have a direction?
It's between first probably structural design, then project management.
Okay. So you don't have a definitive area you want to work in?
Yeah, definitely structural design.
Definitely structural design. Okay. And do you feel that these companies are companies looking into these areas are looking into civil engineers?
Dynamic engineering, yes.
Dynamic is looking. How about PSE&G?
PSE&G, not so much.
Okay.
Kind of sucks.
All right. Well, no, but don't get discouraged. You definitely want to look into different opportunities. That's why I say look at the other companies that are looking for civil engineers that have that general interest within that design. So it's very important that you have that general basis. So let's talk a little bit about your courses. Are you highlighting your key courses on your resume? Because I know last when I looked at it,
you didn't have any key courses, which is what I want to add in the spring, because all I really have is Calc 2, and that's not really a key course.
Yeah.
So that's why in the spring I'm taking surveying lab, FED, which is a design course, and there's another one, CE 200, which is like a main civil course that you got to take.
Okay, so I would definitely make sure that you highlight key courses. I would definitely also make sure that you're highlighting projects within your resume. So the thing about projects is it shows employers that you have the hands-on experience necessary for you to say, hey, I'm interested in the field in civil engineering. Projects really help you to display the hands-on experience, whether you may have professional experience already or not. Projects are a way for employers to see that you have the hands-on experience from an academic standpoint. Okay. Have you had any several projects that you worked on? academically that can correlate to civil engineering?
Academically, no.
Okay.
Professors are always putting that up, so I'll probably apply for that soon too. Because this professor is always looking to add you to their research project, which is pretty cool. So that I want to add to it too.
Okay, so I would definitely make sure that you are, putting yourself out there in terms of like talking more with your professors, really trying to pick their brains out a little bit in terms of what it is that you're looking to pursue. Because, it'd be a good idea for you to pick their brains and see which direction you want to go, which you have an idea of, but how do you go about the job search process? Or different contacts that you could probably get from your professors that will really help you like maximize your potential and maximize your plan. I feel like that would definitely help. And also looking into different companies, right? Looking into different companies. And another thing, you definitely want to make sure that you polish your LinkedIn profile. You also want to make sure that it has an appropriate picture. Okay?
That part, yeah, the picture part is good.
Yes.
It's the content that, it's a little sketchy.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And I feel like, it's basically, if I was to consider LinkedIn as anything, I would consider it as an extended version of your resume.
Okay.
So I would definitely make sure that you are, continuing to incorporate everything that you update on your resume as it comes. Like, don't wait until like 6 months down the road and you tend to forget, what are some of my tasks I complete within this job and this job? You don't want to be that person.
Okay.
So you want to update it as you go along. As more tasks come up, you want to highlight those that best highlights the position. Because there's a lot of tasks that you probably complete, but you ultimately want to make sure that you are really doing and putting your best foot forward.
Okay.
All right. So, do we have more or less of an idea of how you want to go about your plan?
Yeah, sure. Just make sure I get those key courses in next semester. As you said, it's the first part, and do some more research on companies.
Definitely, and making sure that your resume and cover letter are updated.
Yeah, that's cover letter. That's another thing I'm not good at. So I'll bring you a copy of my cover letter next time, and maybe you can help me with that.
Oh, absolutely, Ray, absolutely. Make sure you're updating that and making sure that you understand the difference between a cover letter and a resume. Do you know the difference?
A little bit, but I just know the cover letter isn't more like a statement of what you're a statement about yourself, like a short statement about yourself.
Okay. You're partially right. So basically, a cover letter is basically like a three paragraph letter. Yeah, 3 paragraph. It's a 3 paragraph letter that that the point of it is to attract them to your resume.
3 paragraphs.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we can go more in depth with that next time.
Yeah.
We can definitely talk about what different elements are included within the cover letter and how you best. Because the thing is, when you look at a cover letter, you're not putting your whole resume on there.
Well, yeah.
So it's like, how do we pick out key things from your resume to highlight on your cover letter? Okay. And that we can go more in depth about. Okay?
Thank you very much.
No problem, Ray. And you enjoy the rest of your day, and make sure that you're updating everything and that we're keeping up to date. And next time we'll talk more about your cover letter.
All right, I'll probably make an appointment for either Friday since I have time for that.
Okay, no problem. All right, Ray, you take care and enjoy the rest of your day now, all right?
Thank you.
All right.